Getting a flagrant foul assessed to her. We show that what happened here. I mean, if you look at the still frame, it looks horrible, but if you watch it in real time, it kind of looked like it happened accidentally. What do you think about this?
Well, you can understand how maybe the refs overlooked it and didn't see the foul as it happened. It thought just what you thought. But then when you slow it down, it's really hard to ignore. Look, Caitlin Clark is just an unprecedented, as her coach called her, a generational star. She's hitting threes. She's dishing the ball. She's scoring every single.
Officially, it is over. The WNBA has just gone too far and will never be able to go back. As we speak, the entire league is collapsing in real time. Viewership ratings have literally hit rock bottom, and the identities of all 34 WNBA referees have just been leaked online following what fans are calling a coordinated on-court assault on Caitlin Clark. Just hours ago, Stephen A. Smith went utterly crazy on national television, revealing a sinister reality the league was desperately trying to conceal. The fans are done, and the sponsors are getting out. The largest shockwave, though. The WNBA commissioner is in complete fear after reading Caitlin Clark's heartbreaking three-word farewell statement. She's done for good. How did one basketball game become a national security breach for sports officials? Who gave the go-ahead for the biggest star in women's basketball history to be targeted? Stay tuned as we analyze the leaked referee list, Stephen A.'s career-ending tirade, and the precise moment the WNBA collapsed. When the whistle stopped blowing, it all began. Fans observed that Caitlin Clark was being targeted, shoved, and hit on the court for months without any protection from the officials. However, it reached a breaking point during the game last night. Outrage erupted around the stadium after Clark was left limping by a vicious, uncalled foul.
I've often used the line, Shay, that I'll share with you because I don't know if I've ever used it while you've been on the air with me. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. I've said that many, many times over the years. There is a flagrant level of resentment that exists when it comes to Caitlin Clark, and it has existed since she has arrived in the league. She is the cash cow. Just recently, a couple of days ago, I think, we saw her and another player, I think it was Elisa Boston or whatever, we saw them be the top two vote getters for the WNBA All-Star game so far. Every time you turn around, there seems to be.
However, the sports world was astonished by what transpired next. The complete identities, personal information, and purported internal conversations of all 34 active WNBA referees were disclosed online by an unidentified entity within 2 hours of the game's conclusion. There was a frenzy on the internet. Throughout the season, fans began keeping count of every incorrect call these particular referees made against Caitlin Clark. The evidence was damning. The stolen data purportedly indicates a systemic bias, so this wasn't just poor refereeing. Regardless of the physical cost, it appeared to be a concerted attempt to humble the novice. There was an instant, intense, and inexorable response. Stephen A. Smith took the stage while the internet was sifting through the leaks, and let's just say he did not hold back. He attacked the entire WNBA establishment, not just the referees.
On the issue because they see more of it than I do, but with what I've seen, you are able to say 1 + 1 = 2. And there's been a level of resentment that has existed where I believe there's been a failure on the part of some people to appreciate the mantra of a rising tide lifts all boats. Ride this cash cow till the wheels come off. They did it in the NBA with Magic Johnson. They did it ultimately with Michael Jordan. You know, that's how you do this. You find somebody that just galvanizes folks and ingratiates themselves with the public at large in such a way where everywhere they go and whatever they do, everybody wants to watch. You don't resent that. You feed off of it to build your own. And I think that WNBA as a whole, that women's basketball as a whole, and some, not most, not all, but some WNBA players need to appreciate that and gravitate to that and grab hold of that and ride that wave to your own ascension, as opposed to resenting it and showcasing it the second you get an opportunity to, whenever Caitlin Clark is in your vicinity. That would be my advice. That's all I could say about that.
I didn't love that this happened not once but twice yesterday, where there was basically a no call. I thought Stephanie White did the right thing. She should have gone off. She needs to protect her superstar.
She did.
That's her right. Completely.
Absolutely.
I also do think the league should probably review this. I don't have information on if they have started that process or not, but I think that maybe would be.
Justice is being subverted. You have a generational talent, a lady who attracted millions of dollars worth of attention to your league by herself, and you treat her like a target? These officials need to be looked into in addition to being suspended. Because you are so envious, you are ruining your own product. Everyone's thoughts were revealed by Stephen A. Instead of safeguarding its most valuable asset, the WNBA was allowing its own referees to defend a poisonous culture. He cautioned that the harm would be irrevocable if the league did nothing within a day. Turns out, he was totally right. The supporters acted as soon as the identities of the referees were revealed. A huge nationwide boycott was started on Reddit, TikTok, and Twitter. Until the league issued a formal apology and fired the offending officials, millions of fans vowed never to watch another WNBA game.
Everything turned out for him, but this is not good when it comes to the referee's identity. Because I don't believe they had a script written for him. He was talking. This is how he felt for real.
All right, ladies, your thoughts just as the league continues to work through what many perceive as consistency issues, especially when it comes to games being officiated, Lisa.
Well, officiating is tough. I don't know if anybody's ever even tried to officiate. It's not the easiest game. It's one of the most thankless jobs you can do. But in this particular situation, I thought that the last official should have been able to catch that. I was actually watching this game and I was like, oh, wow. That was a bit much. So in that moment, I thought that the official missed the call. I'm not surprised that the league went back and fined Alyssa Thomas. But I think at the same time, it's tough to think that official would have missed that they didn't have a replay on it. That was tough to me. And I think overall, the league's got to do better. The officials have got to do better, but also players. Players have to clean it up. We used to play in a way that you protected one another. Yeah, I want to play physical. I want to play hard, but I'm not out here trying to hurt you. If I was out there for a loose ball and it was Renee down there, yeah, I'm going for the ball. But if I accidentally punched Renee or hit her in some kind of way, maybe the play goes on, but I help her up. I help her up. You know what I mean? Just out of the like, dang, my bad. You know, so I think that part is important too, the reaction. Maybe if Alyssa Thomas would have even turned like, dang, my bad, I didn't mean to hit you like that. It's a different thing, but that's not what happened. And so I think that the league got it right. But I think overall, Coach Tibbetts is correct. Everything, consistency is important. It needs to be cleaned up for all players, regardless of what their accolades are. None of that part matters. It matters about protecting these players, no matter which team, which position, when they sub in, the start of the game to the end of the game. Every player deserves the same type of protection.
Furthermore, the figures are accurate. Not only did the audience figures for the ensuing games decline, but they plummeted. According to reports, networks were showing numbers in key categories that were almost nothing. Now, advertisers that invested millions to capitalize on the Caitlin Clark effect are urgently phoning the commissioner's office and threatening to withdraw their funds completely. The league's financial crisis has the potential to delay women's sports for decades. However, Caitlin Clark herself put the final nail in the coffin. She eventually reached her limit. She was known for playing despite the pain, putting her head down, and being silent at all times. Following the game, a close source transmitted her final message to the league office and to her inner group. "Clear as day," she reportedly said. "Officially, I'm done."
Ruled out for Saturday. And Stephanie White did confirm that, by the way. And she's made several comments. It makes you want to puke throughout, but we're going to listen to them nonetheless. Let's go here. Right here.
I guess just first off, how is Caitlin after Wednesday? And do you have any update?
Yeah, she's okay. She's gonna be out on Saturday, but she's doing all right.
Do you have any indication right now of how long she will be out?
No indication. Obviously, it's a good time because we have all week next week, so we'll take this opportunity just to get her treatment, get her healthy, get her back on the floor, and see what happens. I mean, you know, it's the same thing. Long-term health and wellness is the most important thing.
Consider this precautionary? Like, is there any chance she could have played tomorrow? Or is there pain? How would you describe the decision?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, again, we want her to be healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things. And I think it's important to remember, again, when you've gone through injury and the traumatic aspect of injury, especially that she had last year, it's ups and downs, physically, mentally, emotionally, and making sure that she's 100% ready to go is the most important thing, and her taking care of that is priority for us.
I got to tell you, we are dangerously close to this league getting boycotted. That's where we're at. I saw rumblings of a boycott yesterday of a legit Caitlin Clark fan base across the board not watching the Indiana Fever tomorrow night. Not watching it. Just to send a message to the league and to the Indiana Fever, because Kelly Krauskopf, the team president, came out and celebrated the one-game suspension and thanked the WNBA. Kelly Krauskopf, you're a coward. All right? So's Amber Cox. So's Stephanie White. At what point are y'all going to get angry and be like, one game is a fucking joke? A one-game suspension is a joke. Alyssa Thomas should be suspended a minute. The appropriate response was anything between 10 games and the end of the season. Just get the bleep out of here. We don't need you. What in the big course of WNBA history and in Business 101, what is Alyssa Thomas to anybody? Nothing. Pond scum. But once again, you got this incestuous intertwining, leg scissoring amongst members of the league. I mean, hell, Stephanie White's her old coach, for Christ's sakes. Everywhere Caitlin Clark turns, it's agenda in her face continuously. This is Stephanie White on her having coached Alyssa Thomas previously.
Steph, having coached 18 before, were you surprised by the incident?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I didn't see it in real time. And so when I went back to see it, I was surprised. I was more surprised that it wasn't seen by the officials in real time.
A 41-38 Fever advantage, Clark.
She is tired of playing in these circumstances and being used as a punching bag by those in authority. She has no reason to jeopardize her future, career, or health for the league if they refuse to protect her. There are already rumors that she may decide to look into international possibilities where player safety is truly enforced or sit out the remainder of the season. The WNBA loses everything without Caitlin Clark. The charter planes, the sold-out arenas, and the ratings all go. The league may have ruined their sole shot at mainstream survival by allowing this jealousy to run amok among players and officials, even if they believed they could handle the hoopla. However, what are your thoughts? Did the referees go too far, and should the commissioner stand down immediately? The comment area is already overflowing, so please share your opinions in the space provided below. For the most recent breaking sports news, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications. We shall see you on the next one.